Life is Better on the Beach with Lady Gaga, Edge of Glory. There's a song to get you moving in the morning. It is 8:38. It's 14 degrees, and I'm here this morning again, joined by Ayse from the Chakra House of Healing in Southampton. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Brian. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, you're very welcome. Do you like that up music in the morning?
I do.
You were grooving a little bit over there, I can tell you.
I'm trying to keep it down to a low, nice roar over here. Otherwise, I give it dancing around.
Oh, you could get out of control, could you? I like that a lot. Music, I assume, has that. Well, it does for a lot of people. Have that sort of
it makes
momentum.
our soul happy to dance, to sing, to dance. Yeah, it's good.
We aim to please. And as to you, you're in today from the Chakra House of Healing in Southampton, which of course does just a wide array of different healing processes. You've been in for a few interviews, and we've chatted about that. Today, we're talking about something a little different, I would say.
Right. So today is all about dream interpretation. And
this is something I think that a lot of people get into, but I think you're coming at it from a totally different angle than what most people are used to, aren't you? Because I think a lot of us will go, what did that symbolism mean?
Right.
And that's not what we're talking about today. Tell us the other angle of all this.
So our energy and our body speaks to us in images.
Okay.
Images, and it's that intuition that we feel as well, right? But when we're sleeping, our mind is quiet. So it's a great time for our energy and our body, if it wants us to know something, to send it to us in images.
If we're lucky, our bodies are quiet.
Right.
Right? Quiet
so
down.
It actually sends it to us in dreams.
Oh.
Right? So we get this dream and it's sending us in images. And the funny thing about that is there's actually no such thing as nightmares, night terrors, bad dreams. All it means is that it's been trying to send us a message and we're not listening. So it's
getting louder?
So it's getting louder.
Turning up the volume.
To trying to get us to listen. Oh. So through muscle testing, which is easy for everyone to do, through muscle testing, we can figure out what that dream meant.
Really? So when you say muscle testing, is that a physical thing that you're doing?
Yeah,
Can you explain that?
Well,
like, are we electroided hooked up or something like that?
No.
Okay.
People can do it in different ways. They can rub it's hard to say it over the radio, but they can rub their thumb and forefinger together, for instance, or their index finger together.
Right,
and if they actually say to their hands, like, show me yes, you'll see what yes feels like. There might be no change at all. And then when you say, show me no, you might feel a difference in tension between your finger. It's doing it like this, though, more just on a constant, and not pressing hard, just nice and light.
Just rubbing back and forth.
Just rubbing back and forth and just thinking to your body, I want you to show me what yes means, and I want you to show me what no means.
Huh.
And you'll actually feel a subtle difference. And it's like flexing a new muscle. The minute you feel that difference, it's nice to play with it for a week and ask stupid questions like, should I eat these oranges from Mexico? And asking these questions. So the more you do that, it's a way of communicating with your body. And your energy actually and your body get excited because, like, now you're listening.
Really? So now I'm just kind of fooling around with it right now. But
there's tons of ways to do it. This is just one way.
I'm not focused, though, right now. So is it something you kind of have to focus to do?
Get yourself in a bit of a Some people stand up straight. Zone. And if you just stand up straight and close your eyes and you just say to your body, you're just saying, show me yes, show me yes, show me yes. You'll notice that your body may either get a feeling or sway in a certain position. Mine sways forward when I say that. And if I say show me no, it'll sway backwards, right? So if I just let it, I'll find myself swaying backwards. So you can use your body almost like a pendulum.
So this is a way basically that your energy is talking to your body, or you're in discussions with your energy of your body?
With your energy, basically.
So you know how going.
So the last time we talked about inner critic and how it talks in your head.
Yes.
Right? So, and it's a different entity from you. Well, so is your energy, sort of. This is like this body is like a rental car.
Right.
Right? So your energy and this parasite and everything is just kind of all in there. There's a lot going on in here.
And it's probably smarter than I am.
It's smarter than you are. So when you're speaking to your energy, it doesn't talk like your inner critic does.
Sure.
Right?
It doesn't say the words
and it's
to
quieter,
you simply.
Much quieter. So this is a way to communicate with your energy, which is always wants the highest and best for you. And the beauty of it is it never lies to you. It doesn't know how. It's not set up that way, right? So it doesn't lie to you. Doesn't mean that you have to listen to what your energy says, just like we don't have to listen to our inner critic.
Right.
We still have freedom of choice.
Because last time you said don't listen to the critic.
Don't listen to the critic at all.
But now we're listening to this stuff today.
We're listening to this, but you still have the option to do whatever you want.
Sure.
At the end of the day. So the beauty of the dreams are sometimes we're not listening, or sometimes we're veering off our path, or sometimes we're doing something we shouldn't be doing, or it just wants us to know something, and it sends it to us in our dreams.
Really?
So what running in your dream could mean something completely different than running in my dream.
Where typically people would say running means this. If you're running in your dream, it means this.
Right. So you can't just say it that simple, because there's all this other stuff happening in your dream. You're not just running, right? Like there's stuff happening. There's images. There's other things happening in that dream. So it's about breaking it all down and finding out what is the important message in the dream, because there's also accessories in the dream, right? So you might see your wife in the dream, and you might see your kids in the dream, but really all of that is you. Just different feelings or emotions of you. And having your wife in the dream might actually mean nothing. That could just make the dream make sense.
Yeah, because a lot of times dreams don't seem to make sense,
right.
Or what we remember of dreams
right.
don't make sense.
So what I suggest to my clients a lot of the time is put a pad of paper and a pencil beside your bed, right?
Yeah.
And then don't turn on the lights. Don't move around too much, because you're moving from one mind to another. Like, so from alpha, theta mind into beta mind, which is your awake mind. And just like sands through an hourglass, you'll start losing the dream.
As you turn the lights and jump back into
right,
that other
you're starting
consciousness,
to move in your,
basically.
Yeah, your big muscle parts and everything.
Because I sometimes will use my phone to type notes in, but I find that really wakes you up, because the light comes.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Like if
so
I
you
wake
want to
up
do
in
that,
night,
or even set up the recorder on your phone.
Yes,
so you can just grab it and record and just talk, and you don't. And that is what I want to know. So that chicken scratch that you're putting on the pad in the dark, you can rewrite that nicely later.
Yeah,
but it's just about getting those thoughts down, like right away, because whatever you remember.
If you fall back asleep right away, there maybe won't be anything at all that you remember. We'll talk more about that, how you can remember. We'll take a little break. Michael Bublé up next, and more on the dream interpretations with Ayse from the Chakra House of Healing in Southampton coming up next.
Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? It grows great with all the plants and supplies from Crazy Mike at Mowbray's Canadian Tire in Port Elgin. Hanging baskets, trees, shrubs, perennials, and annuals.
I believe in you.
Life is better on the beach. Michael Bublé, I believe in you. It is 8:50, 15 degrees, and another nice little inspirational tune there.
Yeah, that was great. I'm listening to it. I'm like, that's a great, appropriate song.
Almost like we got a theme going here. I'm back with Ayse from the Chakra House of Healing in Southampton. She's going to give us all the details on how you can get a hold of her, of course, for some healing. But of course, we're talking today about dream interpretations and some interesting stuff, because we're totally away from the typical symbolism of things you see. And it makes sense to me that, yes, what something in my dream means can't mean the same thing for everybody.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're your individual person, right? So it almost is the same as, like they say diets. Why does this diet work for this person and not for that? Whereas our biology is different.
Yeah.
Right? Our experience is different. How our body works is different. And it's also in how our energy speaks to us, right? And what it's trying to tell us. And usually when we get into the point of nightmares or bad dreams or things that make us uncomfortable in our dreams, it's because we're not listening to the message.
So is there not a case where somebody has experienced something and that reoccurs in a dream? Is that a different situation, or it's still your body telling you to say, hey, we need to recover or deal with this or heal from it?
Well, you know what? Like if you're doing, I've had dreams where I've worked a lot of hours and I'm working those shifts over and over and over and over again. And sometimes in my dream, I'm still working the shift. And it could be that, my body's saying, it's time to shut it down.
Right.
Like this is the time you need to shut down. So our body is always telling us something. We just have to learn to listen. So when I tell people to write down their dreams, is when they come in, I have a process that I go through with that dream to figure out what's important by asking the yes and no questions, by talking to the energy, and then also by then interpreting that. And the funny thing is, when I get to what the important piece is, usually images jump up in that person's mind going, I know what that means.
They have listened a little bit, but not all the way.
I know what that means, because the minute you point it out to them, they're like, I go, what do you get from that? And they're like, just a second. And then they'll be like, okay, I actually know what that means.
This makes sense now.
This makes sense now, right? So when you get the message and you do something about it,
Yeah.
You won't have that dream anymore.
So you're guiding them really on the path to their own discovery of what this stuff means.
I am just the navigator here. I'm just holding the
map.
You're like
a GPS kind of thing. So I would guess then that this could really help for if somebody was losing sleep because of dreams that they're suffering from. Possibly. Like I know some people just can't shut their brain off, they think, but it may be their body telling them all these things as they try to rest. If they listen, understand, maybe the body doesn't need to scream at them anymore.
It doesn't need to scream at them because usually in their waking life, they're probably not in a good place.
Right.
They're not on their path. They're veering off where they're supposed to be doing. Like something's wrong. And their body's like, listen to me. Like, I have something to tell you. You need to listen.
And we're not going to let you sleep until you pay attention to me. Because I hear a lot of people complaining about insomnia and not being able to sleep well. And usually it is during stressful periods of your life, I would suggest, and maybe it is time to listen up.
And the cool thing is, I know I'm just like everybody else. I forget my dreams sometimes. So now that I know how to do my muscle testing for myself, I will ask myself before I go to bed. I'll be like, are you going to send me a message tonight? And I'll ask. And if I get a yes, I'll say, will you let me remember it long enough so I can write it down?
Oh, wow.
And when I say that, and when I get a yes, I can usually... I can keep the dream long enough to get it written down.
I got to tell you, I'm brutal. If I don't wake up right in the middle of it and then really not go back to sleep, there's nothing left of it unless I've made a note. It's very interesting. So we're out of time, but can you give us the details on people listening going, wow, that sounds like me. I need to deal with my voice during this
All right,
time.
So they can call or text me at 519-800-5575. Or you can contact me through my online booking system and my website, the Chakra House of Healing, and that's chakra spelled Chakra.
Right.
So the chakrahouseofhealing.com.
Perfect. Well, thanks for coming along, giving us the details, and I'm sure we'll have another interesting topic a couple weeks from now.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks again.
You approach every day with a smile, and you thrive in a fast-paced environment.